is
Nick,
now.
are you 1,000%
I
sure?
am 2000.
Yeah. Okay, it's live. I'm fine.
Ah,
It's the regular people and Kagi. It's gonna be a good one, maybe. Who knows? Fuck you. Here we go. All right. So
Welcome to Pro Wrestling 101. I'm sorry, that's what it sounded like.
Oh
I'm
god.
like, what the fuck is
Echo
this?
ass.
You need a mixer, Kaggy.
I heard that echo and I'm like, the fuck is this?
you've missed a lot, man. I'm a genie now, so
Nah.
What mixer is this? This
it's
is
called the Alesis Multi Mix 8 USB FX.
link me to that.
He
shit.
got it at the dollar store.
Well, you wouldn't be able to use it with the Blue Yeti because it takes XLR and quarter-inch inputs, and Blue Yeti is USB. So
He got it at the dollar store.
That's the mic is.
Fucking Banjo Kazooie, man. I just,
all right. So what topic we talking about first?
Oh.
penis. No.
Sonic Adventure
Sonic
3
Adventure
and
3.
sequels and shit. Go.
Okay, so if, just letting you guys know, if you guys don't know, there apparently Sega or whoever the fuck is making the game supposedly purchased a domain. Somebody's getting a lot of background noise. It sounds like
Is it me? Is it me?
I don't know. I don't know if it's you.
Hold on. I'll lower my speakers. Talk?
No, I don't. That didn't fix anything. It just
Nope.
It
seems like
sounds
hold
fine
on.
for me.
Okay, all right, whatever then.
Are you
So-
sure it's just that your stream is on?
No, my stream's not on.
I'm just saying.
All right, well, whatever. Who cares if it's not bothering you guys and whatever. But apparently Sega, whoever the fuck plans on making the game, has bought in the domain name for Sonic Adventure 3, which, if you guys don't know, on the Sega Dreamcast, there were these two games that Sonic fans usually call the best Sonic games and is often called the best game just period. Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Sonic Adventure Battle 2, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But those games were some of the best Sonic games and best games of my childhood, of a lot of people's childhood. And apparently they're going to be working on a part 3, or at least they purchased a domain name for that. So
Don't
for
fuck
me,
it up.
yeah, for me, I'm really excited as long as they can do it correctly. I mean, we know that they can still make a good Sonic game because Sonic Generations was good, but like I think that this is their chance to bring Sonic back because Sonic has been really failing with. I don't think there was any good PS2 Sonic games. I don't think there was any good Xbox Sonic games apart from Generations. With that one with the Werehog, I forgot what that one was. Unleashed. Unleashed was okay. I like the Sonic levels, didn't like the Werehog levels, and you know. Yeah, like, you know, they have had decent Sonic games. I heard Sonic Colors was good, but like most of them were pretty trashy. So I think this is their chance to make a triumphant return, and I think they know that this is sort of their last chance. That's why they decided to make a part 3 to Sonic Adventure, because everyone loved the previous two games, and if they really wanted to come back with a bang, it would be with the part 3 that people have been waiting for. That'd be like if Battlefront 3 were to come out, you know, this year or next year or whatever. People would lose their shit and everyone would buy it. So
Guess who's the publishers?
who?
Namco Bandai.
Oh,
Namco Bandai,
Really?
dude. Namco Bandai is getting fucking rich.
Published.
dude, they're
My
making like
God.
everything.
Hold on.
Dude, they're getting Super Smash Brothers. They're getting
Right?
Sonic Adventure. Like, what
mean,
the hell?
It says that they were the publishers of Sonic Adventure 2, so I'm guessing that
I
they
didn't
do
know
it
that.
again.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Huh.
Yeah, it says that they have publishers.
So what do you guys think about Sonic Adventure 3?
Well, like,
Dude,
Wait.
I would jizz.
yeah.
Wait, what the fuck? Why is it in French? Like when you go to the page, it's in French. Wouldn't it be in?
Okay, what do I think? Don't let it be another Sonic 06. I will kill you.
Dude,
That game
okay.
is so
I
hard.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't played that game in a while, so I probably shouldn't be criticizing it. But I remember playing it with my friend, and we had fun. We beat it with Shadow and Silver, but we couldn't finish Sonic. I forgot why.
It was
I heard,
okay,
yeah,
but it was crap.
Yeah, but now that I hear it, like now that I hear people talking about it, they say it was like one of the most buggy games of all time.
Was
I don't really remember because back then I was a simple-minded kid. I'd play anything back then. Any game could interest me. But you know, now over the years, I bet if I were to play it again, I'd probably hate it. So,
Dude, that's like us and Dragon Ball GT Final Bout.
oh yeah, I guess.
oh god.
Because, dude, we remember that thing and we're like, damn, this is the best thing ever. Dude, turns out it's the fucking lowest frame rate crap of life.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it was just appealing to us as kids because I was like, what's a Super Saiyan for? And-
Dude, it was because we got to fight Baby, a giant ass ape that was so big couldn't even see his fucking face.
It's funny. And Super Dragon Ball Z was just terrible overall. No one ever liked that game ever.
Dude, I don't know.
didn't-
I never heard about it, but it looked pretty legit.
I've never had the misfortune of playing it, so.
No,
Yes,
it just looks okay until you actually play it.
To me, it looks like another Budokai game.
No.
Wait.
That's the same thing I thought as a kid.
I wasn't paying attention for about a half second. What looks like a Budokai game?
No, we're talking about Super Dragon Ball Z.
Oh. I
I don't know. The graphics of it looked like really weird, I think. It looked like super cell shaded kind of.
that was like
Hold on.
one of the
Well,
worst
I mean, it is a
Dragon Ball
PS1
games.
game. Isn't it?
No,
Was it-
it's Super Dragon Ball
Yes.
PS2.
Yeah, it's a
PS2?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, at
Oh, wait.
the time when the
This
PS2
doesn't
came,
look like I thought it did.
there were only a few games I was interested in when the PS2 came out. Kingdom Hearts
Okay,
and Oki.
good. As long as Kingdom Hearts was one of them.
Did you guys ever play that game?
Which one?
Cage.
Oh, never heard of it.
Cage was like this shadow thing. I completely forgot, but it was like an RPG where this guy was possessed by a demon king or some shit like that. But it was pretty cool.
All right, so on the topic of Sonic Adventure 3, we wanted to talk about what games from our childhood or just games in general that have come out that we would like to see sequels of. So it could be like a part 2 that never got a part 3, or part 3 that never got a part 4, or part 24 that never got a part 25, whatever, shit like that.
Or a part 1 that never got a part 2.
Yeah, that was probably the main one that people are going to be saying, but like that, of course. And I actually have to take some time to think about this. Besides, obviously, Kingdom Hearts 3 would obviously be just. I heard
No, they're just milking the shit out of it.
Yeah, I heard that they're actually working on it. I think it was G4. They put out a tweet or a Facebook post, one of those, and they said that they interviewed the guys behind Kingdom Hearts, and he was like, basically, I'm paraphrasing here. This isn't actually out of their mouth or whatever. It was something along the lines of, "Fuck the mobile shit we've been putting out. We're actually going to start working on part 3." Pretty much. That's pretty much what it said. And I've also heard that Kingdom Hearts 3D is going to be like an in-between game for part 2 and part 3, like everything that happened in between, and like sort of how Recoded or Chains of Memory was for part 1.
Recoded, I heard it was bad, and the only important thing about it was the ending.
What? You heard it was bad?
Recoded? I heard Recoded was bad, and the only point of it was the ending.
I've never heard it was bad. It might not have been good as part 1 and 2, but I never heard that it was bad.
I heard Recoded was bad.
meh.
I have to buy it. But what games would you guys like to see?
Brutal Legend and
Fucking-
Have a
Psychonauts.
sequel?
Yeah, I'm about to say Psychonauts.
Psychonauts.
Okay, wait. Recoded wasn't what I was thinking. I was thinking of Chains of Memories for the PS2.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
I liked it, but cards. The cards kind of took away from the game at times.
Man, I don't know. I've been playing it a little bit on the Game Boy
At
Advance, and it's-
times, I'm saying at times.
yeah, like it definitely wasn't as fluid as part 1 and 2 was, but
Because, I mean, you ran out of cards on your foot.
all right. So
It's
so
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
StormPow says Brutal Legend and Psychonauts.
Yeah.
So
Hells yes, Psychonauts.
Because
Brutal Legend was.
Dude, I liked Brutal Legend, but I hated the ending. Not the ending, but like how it ended up the game.
well, yeah, because like at
I
that very
guess
last second, they leave it open for a sequel.
No. Like, I mean, not the story-wise ending, but how they were ending the game. Like, in what direction? Like, it turned from an adventure to a strategy. I'm like,
Oh.
why would you change that completely?
Yeah, like
I don't get that.
some of the strategy levels were a little derpy, but I mean it wasn't as bad as it could have
It
been.
was bad. It was very entertaining. I will give it that. But I mean, why would you change directions out of nowhere? Like,
Well,
I thought this was gonna be like a full-on adventure game.
yeah, like I liked how they added the strategy in sometimes because it did kind of shake it up a little bit from just being hack and slash, but and plus it gave a good reason
Right.
for cuz like the whole point of the game was recruiting that army to go take down like the random people like
Right. Instead of just seeing like the army just getting killed or you killing his army, like the point to using the
yeah,
army.
so like and all the people had different kind of usages like how they do in RTSs. So I think like the world that they made really worked well for an RTS, like how the people who like lugged around the big amps, like they could stun people by,
Right.
blaring the amps and
Odie's. I love Odie's.
yeah, all that fun shit. I don't know. I think it worked out
Okay.
pretty well, but meh.
I see someone saying Jack and Daxter 4. Technically, they already made one, but it was meh. And it was like, what was it, Jack and Daxter in the Final Frontier? Some shit like that.
Oh no, Darren,
What?
bully.
Ooh, yeah, but then again, I
Bully.
just really loved Bully, but it did end on a pretty decent note. If they were gonna make a sequel, I would want it to be set way into the future because, like,
So then it'd just be
So-
Grand Theft Auto
yeah,
at that
well,
point.
well,
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
not necessarily. Like, I'm not even saying you play as Jimmy as an adult. I'm saying you play maybe in a Bulworth, like another student at Bulworth in maybe 10 or 20, maybe even like 30 years, and the different effects
So
that.
what, you want it to be Halo style? You want it to be kids in fucking suit of armors and when they're like, yeah, let's fuck that guy up!
Well, like, because
Alright guys, grab your AIs and let's set everything to stun!
I just thought it was cool all the shit that Jimmy did throughout the game to change the world around him and stuff, and then poof, you really don't see much. Like I think it said Pete became like some assistant or whatever, like I don't know, it'd be cool if maybe in the future Pete is like the dean or headmaster or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see something along those lines, but like in like college terms where everything's a lot more
Oh, that might
serious
would
and stuff
actually
like
be
that,
cool.
where it's so it's like maybe even Jimmy goes to college or whatever somehow
So it
between
isn't
all that
completely
stuff.
dark like
But-
Grand Theft Auto, but it's still different than Bully.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not as dark as Grand Theft Auto 4 was, for example, but it's a lot like you're still a kid, you're still trying to have fun, get drunk and all that stuff,
Yeah.
like like regular kids would do, but then there's more consequences, you can actually get thrown out of school or whatever. I don't know. It'd be like a real life simulator.
And it really wouldn't even be
kind of thing.
that much more serious because it was like a private school that he could, and like towards the end of the game, not to spoil it, but it's an old enough game to where I don't think I have to worry.
Yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
sort of gets kicked out, and they tell him, you have so many days left, and then your mom is gonna come back from her cruise or whatever and take you home from this school, and then that's where the final events of the game happen, or in those last few days, and he ends up saving the day and all that shit. So I mean, it would still kind of carry the same consequences as it did at Bulworth, but a little bit more
Yeah.
serious.
Heavy Rain. Like I played that on my friend's PS. I played that on my friend's PS3. I enjoyed myself. At one point, I really wanted to get it just for those kind of games.
You can't make a sequel to that game, but a game like it, dude,
Like-
yes.
Like if they made like another game that's like just like Heavy Rain 1. Like I mean, not like continuing shit from Heavy Rain 1. Of
Yeah,
course not.
maybe like another murder, like instead of Origami Killer, have it like
Yeah.
I don't know, some guy that like fucking cuts up toes and eats them or whatever, some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just use your imagination.
Red Dead
Actually,
Redemption was pretty good.
Yeah, Quantic Media is actually their new game. It's supposedly supposed to be like really, really good because they're working on a new game now. They're sort of like Double Fine, but more mainstream in that they never do their sequels or whatever. They just keep doing new shit. I'm really excited to play their new game. Like when that shit comes out, Fap City.
Red Dead
Songs.
Redemption is another good one that could.
I never beat it.
No.
You never
No.
beat it, no, but it was actually.
I don't think that needs a sequel.
Nah,
I never
But,
beat
well,
it, but
if you know the way it, Yeah, if you know the way it ends, then it can't be a sequel.
I was about to say
It
I
can't
had
be
it
a sequel,
spoiled
I'm
for
just
me,
saying
but I
that.
never beat it.
That's
Yeah, I had it spoiled for me too.
I'm talking about like the game
technically.
itself was actually like fun a little bit.
Well, yeah, it was.
Oh
But
yeah, like I mean, if they do another
On
Wild West,
online with friends was the only thing I had fun with, and that I couldn't pay attention to the story.
actually no, I think I played the story more than I did the.
I didn't get into Red Dead
the
Redemption like
online.
everyone else, but meh. I mean, I like it was weird.
I didn't get into it either.
I couldn't think of anything that was wrong with it, but I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, same. Like I wasn't like.
I guess it's one of those games that you want to like, but you just.
Yeah, I really did want to
Well,
like
it's.
it.
I mean, I liked it, but I wasn't like, oh my god, best game. Like I probably had 3 nights that I've played it, and you know they were very few and far between, like months few and far between that I actually played it like all night, and you know that time was fun, but like it wasn't anything where I was craving to play it like I was Halo 3, for example, when I first got that. It wasn't anything like that, but I guess it was a good time while it lasted.
Yeah, it's not like the game was like game of the year kind of type shit, but like it was
A lot of
alright.
people thought it was game of the year.
Yeah, it was just like alright for like a short time.
You know what I
Yeah.
never understood? How are there multiple games that get Game of the Year editions? Does that
Well,
work?
I think
I don't
basically
fucking
all they do is if they get Game of the Year awarded by any major website or magazine or anything, then they have the right to make a Game of the Year edition.
Then then they have the right to make it.
That still never made sense to me. Like, there's only one Game of the Year, but then in that year, there's like 20 Game of the Year editions. I'm like, oh.
I don't know.
Hey,
Well, since you're
don't bitch. Thanks to that, I got Batman.
since
But
you were
then again,
just talking,
Batman actually, Batman did win Game of the Year, didn't it?
I'm sure it did
I don't know.
by some site or magazine.
By some.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it
It
did.
had. If we're talking like that, yeah, it had to have. But like, I mean, just overall, like, you know, unanimously, people are like, yeah, this Gumay, or you know, just more people vote for a Gumay
One thing-
than others.
I wanted to say this earlier, but I actually remember reading some article. This is going back to Bully, by the way. It was some interview with a Rockstar guy, and they asked, you know, is a Bully sequel ever in the air? And they were saying that they were going to look into it when they were done with Max Payne 3, even though I would imagine GTA 5 is higher on their lists. But then again, I know there are several different
'cause-
Rockstar studios, and I think it was Vancouver.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think Vancouver made Bully. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it was. And I don't.
Hold on, I
So
actually have my
okay.
bully case over.
I don't know
So
who's
it came
doing the
from
majority of
Canada?
the work on GTA 5, but you know,
What did you say? Did it?
Vancouver, I think. You know, I'm not sure.
Rockstar Games Inc. Rockstar Games. It just says Rockstar. Nothing about Vancouver.
I don't know, but
Well,
what?
anybody play
I
Shadow of the
think-
Colossus?
I haven't.
no.
played
I
it
haven't.
yet, but I heard it was like one of the best things.
I heard
of all time.
Darksiders
It was
and
a
stuff
good
was really
game.
good.
Yeah,
I heard Darksiders was mad. Like it was better than
Darksiders.
average, but it wasn't anything to lose your dick over.
I don't know.
Darksiders one especially. Oh
I
my
bet
God,
you-
that wasn't.
I'm not even too crazy about this, but I bet you Bastion is gonna get a sequel.
Oh my
That one
God.
arcade
I
game.
haven't beaten it. I still have
Yeah.
it. Like I've gotten. Like,
I got it on
halfway
like
through
the
game,
Steam
so-
winter sale last year because it was cheap as shit, and I
Shit.
played like one level and I was like, this is overhyped as hell. Like it's
Boring.
okay, but
Dude,
it's
I got it.
it was
Dude, I got it in the game bundle pack where I paid what $7 for Bastion, Amnesia,
Yeah.
Psychonauts again.
Honestly, I don't think there's any indie games like even worth mentioning that were like so high up that you could actually be able to sell it at retail place. I'm pretty sure there's some that I might be
well,
missing out on.
Psychonauts is
but
technically indie.
Psychonauts is considered an indie game.
Psychonauts is?
Yeah, Double
Yeah.
Fine
Yeah,
isn't
but didn't
really
that-
labeled.
But when,
Yeah.
no, but yeah, I know. But when they sell their games, they're so 60, aren't they? That's how much Brutal Legend was when it came out. I'm talking like the $20 indie games or whatever. They don't really
Yeah,
match
I
up.
don't think that there really is
So I don't know.
indie now, but
See, the thing that really just gets me disappointed is that there will be people saying, "Oh, this game is fantastic for an indie game." I'm like, I don't want a fantastic game. It's okay for an indie game. I want a game that's going to be good as a game, you know, not it's like, oh, if you're looking for an indie game, then get this. I want it so that indie developers can make games that could be up to the quality standards of games now. That's why I think Unreal does a good thing with releasing their shit, their engine or whatever, so that people can do that. I mean, a lot of studios don't because that shit probably costs a lot of money and takes a lot of time to do. So they just do stuff like Bastion or Limbo or whatever that are good games, but those are good games for indie games. You know, they're not necessarily like, my God, this you need to buy this game. I would buy this $60. Like, I don't know. Indie games just never ever seem good to me because they're very short lived. They're like few hours long for like $15 or whatever. I don't know. Just doesn't make much sense.
Psychonauts for 10, you get to play that shit for what? 7 hours?
I was about to say that's a 6 or 7 hour game,
Maybe
depending
more.
on how long it takes you to figure shit out.
I know that technically Double Fine is an indie development team, but I don't consider in that, you know,
Dude, they're indie. They get their shit done.
they're like mainstream indie kind of where they can sell their shit for 60 because they put so much work into it and they have the ability to. A regular indie developer doesn't have all that money and shit to spend, so they just have to make do with what they got.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
Surprisingly, they've only made a few
but
games. They've only made Brutal Legend, Psychonauts, Stacking, Iron Brigade. What's the other game? Costume Quest.
Yeah, they made a bunch of
And I
arcade
think that's
games. I think their only 2 real retail games were Psychonauts and Brutal Legend.
Yeah, Psychonauts. And
but ever since those 2 games, they've been considered, you know, one of the better developers.
Yeah.
So
They're
Now, speaking of Double Fine, when was the last time you guys played a good adventure game? Like, legit, no guns.
I'm pretty sure Batman counts as an adventure slash.
Does it? Does it
I'm-
really?
I'm pretty sure it does, because I mean it has puzzles that an adventure game has, and I'm pretty sure it counts as adventure. Like if you go on like GameStop, like every game counts as an adventure game these days. But like a true adventure game, like how it was back in the old days, like just walking around the world, solving a few puzzles here and there, or whatever. Like Batman, I think can fit into that category. Let me see if I have any other things.
Uncharted is an adventure game, right?
Yeah,
No. I don't consider Uncharted an adventure. I
That-
consider
that-
that
what would
like
you-
a third-person
Oh yeah,
shooter
yeah, it could be a
with-
third, but
Yeah.
with some adventure aspects, but I don't consider that an adventure game. When I say adventure
it's
game,
an adventure game though, like just has shooting as opposed to magic that Psychonauts has.
okay, no. But here's the thing: with Psychonauts, you have to put effort into your shit. It's not just okay, get from point A to point B as quick as you fucking can.
Yeah,
But Psychonauts, it's like, okay, you have to collect this shit to level up. You collect this shit to get merit badges, so then you can become a better fucking Psychonaut.
okay, then that's
So that you'll be
arguable.
total P.
Then it could be argued then that Psychonauts isn't an adventure game; it's an adventure slash RPG since you level up and stuff. Just like how
Yeah, but that's fucking bullshit. That's like saying, like, you level up in Banjo-Kazooie, the more jiggies you get.
the more what you get.
The more jiggies. Like,
I
the little-
haven't played that game in so long. I don't.
Okay, the little fucking puzzle pieces.
And then you like get new worlds pretty much from those, right?
Exactly.
I'd say a game that is just purely adventure slash platformer would be a game like Spyro or Crash. You know, those are
Exactly.
pretty
But,
much.
yeah, like that.
Actually, those are probably just 3D platformers more than adventure games because adventure games you can actually go around and explore.
Well, I was about to say, in Crash, I would consider that more of a platformer and stuff. Spyro
Yeah.
maybe is more of an adventure, especially
Spyro, isn't it open world and you choose like your fucking thing?
sort of like you basically have to go to every single portal that is in the world in the Spyro games, but you still get to run around the places near them, explore, get collectibles and all that shit. Well, not really even collectibles, but they're just kind of, I don't know, like the eggs and You're the Dragon, and you can go to them in any order you want, you know. So it's somewhat open-worlded.
I think that games, since like almost the beginning of game time or whatever, have never been sort of just one genre. Like any game, you could say that it can be argued that it's part of multiple genres from any time. Like Zelda could be considered an RPG or an adventure game or whatever, or an action game, whatever. Like most games sort of just combine different types of elements from for multiple genres and combine it into one game. And I think that's what makes games unique, and that's what makes games good, not just having one core game. I guess the only game you could say that stays to their genre is maybe a basketball game as sports, or a racing game that'll always be racing. And then unless you go Twisted Metal and then you add big fucking guns on your cars, then it changes the genre completely. And I think every game, Pokemon's RPG adventure type shit.
And that's it, or just RPG and adventure? That's it. Oh, okay.
What else were you thinking, Toasty?
What, for games that can have a sequel?
No, for like Pokemon.
What genre is
I
it?
was just asking. He said it's
third person shooter.
Could you imagine that? Pokemon a third person shooter?
Like you have to
Darren.
press the right trigger and use water gun or whatever. And
Like,
you gotta
use your Pokeball!
Darren, the Dragon Ball Z mod, Darren.
What dragon? The
Remember? When I told you
ESF?
about Pokemon?
Oh, Toasty found a mod Pokemon Z or whatever for like
Yeah.
Fire Red, or not for Fire Red, just normal Red.
Or just, yeah.
Dude, I don't play that shit.
Your Pokemon learns Kamehameha.
Dude, just fucking
What the hell?
Yeah.
And like your
And you
guy
play as
looks like
Vegeta.
Vegeta.
An adventure.
And your
the
rivals, Goku.
I think the only shooter like this guy just commented that would be considered, I guess, adventure to me, because I actually played the game. I don't know about you guys, but it would probably be either Jack and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank.
Well,
What about them?
Like they would be considered adventure as well.
Well, they also have. I think they're more platformer than adventure.
What about like the Dragon Ball Z and Naruto games? When those just beat to fighting and that's it?
Well, yeah,
I
they're
guess.
not
Oh yeah.
RPGs. Oh, unless you count the online crap, but that doesn't really count because I mean, you don't gain anything. Like you don't gain.
Yeah,
a super
like how I said that sports games will always be in their genre. Same with fighting games. That could be said the same as well. I don't think a fighting game can be anything but a fighting game unless it has a campaign where you walk around.
Unless you're like
do
some
platform.
think I do where you level up and shit.
Sure, let's go.
Did I get you mad?
Fucking hate that game. All right, so are there any other games that we can think of that should get sequels?
Well,
Kind of look
we
around.
could talk about Treevax and that RB3 stuff.
Well,
Let's hold on here. Maybe we can still talk about other games that want, that can get sequels.
I know.
I'm not even gonna lie. Mirror's Edge was okay.
Yeah, I played that game. Like I played a demo of it. I never actually had the game, but it was pretty fun. It was unique as fucking dump.
Yeah.
It was cool. That's another game that's probably pure platformer.
I've never seen a parkour game before for that game. Never.
And it was first person, which was ballsy as dumb, but man, I think it's pretty good.
Banjo 2 needs a sequel, and I'm not talking about nuts and bolts because that shit's. I'm talking about Banjo 3, where you walk around like in the original fucking games. Not you get in some Lego ass piece of shit car and start driving around with your fucking magic wand.
Yeah, I don't really see anything that around my room anyway that I want a sequel of. But...
Slender should definitely have a sequel.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh yeah, yep, Conquer. Yes, sequel
Conquer.
now. What about Devil May Cry? Devil May Cry is already getting a sequel.
Yeah,
We're talking about games that haven't had sequels yet, or that have sequels that we want more. Like I've seen people say Sonic Generations 2. Well, you can't really put that out of the question because that game came out recently, so it could be happening. So you never know.
Wait, what game came out recently?
Sonic Generations.
Oh yeah. Which I don't know how they could even do a sequel of that. I mean,
yeah, I mean it was just fan service, really.
I don't really think
it was
needs
just
a
like
sequel.
What would it be called? Fan service part.
like nostalgic purposes of wanting to go back to the old Sonic games like City Escape and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean that was the whole point of it.
Yeah, just like
They could make HD, Super HD remakes of the maps.
Mass Effect 3 needs HD remake right now.
Yep.
You know,
Nah,
Mass
man,
Effect is getting anime, right?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know that. We've already talked
I
about
think
that.
Battlefield 3 needs an HD remake, to be honest.
Yeah, that's needed, especially for the PC.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely don't need to buy the best PC of all time to run it or anything. It could use
Yeah.
a little work.
Yeah, even I can run it.
Dude, I run all.
I have
of
Battlefield
these.
3 on my iPhone.
Hold on. I'm about to play that on my calculator real quick.
Yeah.
Dude, but it
Hold
looks...
on, I'm gonna play it on my. I'm gonna play it on my stick of deodorant.
I was about to say,
right
but it
here.
looks
Oh,
so much
Battlefield.
better on the Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ratcheting, right? Are you a Kingdom Hearts fan?
Hell yeah. Dude, I wanted to do a Kingdom Hearts playthrough thing of 1, Chains of Memories, and 2, but there's a lot of games coming out this fall, so I'm gonna postpone that. So, yeah.
If you think you could beat
now
it in a few weeks, then...
Ah, man, those games, you get invested in them. I mean, I bet I could, but I'd want to take my time with it.
Oh my god, who's actually looking forward to the Wii U? I am.
Meh.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think it could be good, but like once the Xbox and PS4 come out, no one's gonna give a shit. So
Yeah, really, like, that's where I'm
Yeah, I
putting my
wonder-
money towards.
I wonder, is it like a possibility that they might try and make Sonic Adventure 3 if it's going to be made like for the next gen consoles, maybe? Since it's so.
I don't know.
I just
fuck
not
you,
thought about that.
Toasty,
Would it be
if
like
they-
on the Wii U or on what?
Probably
you
on
know
the-
how pissed I would be.
I mean,
also, I think that the next gen consoles are coming out next year because there was this guy that worked at Infinity Ward or whatever, and on his resume it said that he's working on the next Call of Duty game, not Black Ops 2, but the one after that, and it said the consoles that'll be coming out for it said, you know, Xbox 7 or Xbox 360, PS4, and then unannounced consoles at the bottom. So the consoles could be coming out as early as next year. So
Damn. I'm gonna have to start saving money.
that's why I hope I get this job, so that way I'll be like, man, I'll take the Xbox 720, PS4, everything, LGI.
I'll even buy that hooker over there. What tomorrow? No, to keep forever.
Who saw Apple's PS3 controller ripoff? Actually, they patent not necessarily a gaming controller, but they just patent a controller that that could be confused with gaming or that can be used with gaming or some shit. But it actually makes sense when you think about it that Apple tried to get into this gaming market because, you know, for all these years it used to be Sega, Nintendo only. They were the big dogs. And then Sega was like, fuck this, we give up. And then Nintendo had their fame years, and then Sony came into the mix with the PlayStation, and then, you know, PlayStation 2, and then the GameCube, and then regular Xbox, and then, you know, the next generation. Like every generation, we've come to expect like a new contender. Like it was Sega, Nintendo, and then it was just Nintendo. And then the next generation, Sony got introduced to the mix. The next generation, Microsoft got introduced to the mix. But then with this generation of consoles, it just stayed like that, and nobody really tried anything. I think Apple should try to get into it. I mean, it could be just a money whore thing to do, and you know they'll sell their console for $5,000 or whatever, and then the Apple fanboys are gonna be like, "My console's better than yours," and then whatever. Who gives a shit?
But what does the console have?
No.
Like,
They're not. Nothing's even been announced. Like nobody even knows if they're making a console. If Apple's gonna make a console, but like I'm saying, if they were to, I mean, really, what could they do that hasn't been done already? I mean, Microsoft and Sony have, and even Nintendo have implanted themselves in the gaming genre for so long. Meanwhile, Apple has no background with gaming. I mean, their computers, they don't support a lot of games, or games don't get supported for Apple stuff. So I mean, it's not like they have a track record for gaming stuff. It would make a lot more sense like if Valve made a gaming console, because they actually have a background with games. Apple really doesn't. I mean, when games first came out, they were all made on Apple computers, but then, you know, everyone started using PCs and all that stuff, and
PC for the motherfucking win, bitches.
We forgot about Valve's video games like Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3.
yeah, but
No, we didn't forget. We just didn't think they just needed a sequel.
Yeah.
everyone's kind of
Well,
getting robot-y for me.
yeah.
Not me.
Maybe.
Not me either.
Everyone sounds like
Darren,
really
did
robot-y.
you start the call, Darren?
No, I'm not hosting. You are. Or Omega is.
I'm not hosting. I didn't call.
Should Kagi host?
Wait a minute. I think it might be better
Well,
now.
he's
the
the
fuck?
only one. He's the only
it
one
sounds
that's fucking
fine
up.
now. Never mind.
Okay.
My bad.
So I was gonna say the reason why nobody said anything about the Valve games is because like there's a slim chance of them happening, and even if they are, let them do their thing. They're fucking geniuses.
I have a theory. I have a theory about Valve. If they will never make a 3 of anything, think about it.
No.
Two?
I forgot who said it. Might have been Toasty or Stormpow, but they were like maybe they're holding off on all the part
Till an
3s and they're gonna make
orange
another
box 3.
orange box.
That was me.
Until they make an orange box, and then they make an orange box, and then boom, dude, they could easily sell that for 120. Everyone would buy that shit.
But dude, like it's either that or I believe Valve is just one of those people that do not like the number 3 and they're saying, you know what, guys, fuck you. We're not making any thirds of anything.
Well, they must not
If you
like
think
money
about
then.
if you think about it from a business standpoint, it's actually kind of smart. The more they hold off on it, the more people want it. I mean, as long as they don't wait too long and then people just don't give a fuck anymore.
Don't pull
Like,
off a Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, they should release it before the new consoles come out, and then I think that's when they will get the most out of their shit. If they wait any longer, then I think it's a bad move. But you know, if they release it before then I think a lot of people are gonna be very happy. They're gonna obviously buy it, support it, etc. It's gonna be pretty key.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, because it's
Sorry.
been like 3 years since Left 4 Dead 2 was released. Like if they released it now, people would like probably jump on it. Even some.
But I
people-
mean, what could you add to Left 4 Dead?
Left 4 Dead 2
You can
add, like-
was like the
you can
perfect
add-
sequel because I mean it added and took away. It really fixed what I didn't like about Left 4 Dead 1.
Yeah,
And you hardly
What
ever
could
see
you
that in sequels.
add? That's
That's what they
how-
seem to do.
More,
They
more
like.
zombies.
It seems like they always like get it second time's the charm. Like every time they
Yeah,
make,
like-
if there's even the first game's bad, then the second one's like fantastic.
Yeah,
like
Team Fortress 1, man, Team
Fucking-
Fortress
oh my
2.
God.
TF
Yeah,
Classic for its time though was pretty good.
But the only game you can't say that about was Portal, because Portal 1 was amazing, and then but then again, they weren't even expecting anything for Portal. They were just like, man, we'll throw that in as a little mini game, and everyone fucking loved it. So then that's why they did Portal 2.
Yeah.
Just tastic.
Yeah, Portal was
But yeah,
probably like the
I
best
mean,
thing of the orange
what
box.
what could you add to Left 4 Dead? That's the question.
That's kind of why I'm
I
leaning
mean-
more towards orange box too, so that way they won't have to make a Left 4 Dead 3 for a little while. You know.
I mean, but at the same time, you could argue, oh, what could you add to, I don't know, a Grand Theft Auto? Nothing. It's just much more of the same, different setting, different gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. That's how it should go down.
Yeah. Half-Life 3, I don't even understand. I don't even see how.
But the thing is, with Left 4 Dead 2, like, I mean, it really doesn't matter if it's 2 years old. I mean, fuck, you can make your own fucking maps and characters if you mod and shit. Same with Portal 2. Now you can make your own fucking maps as simple as shit.
So they added a map creator to Portal?
They've always had
Yeah.
one. It's called Hammer.
For the
It's in the
PC.
Source
Yeah,
SDK.
they had one for Portal 1 too.
Dude, they've had that since they had they've done that since the new Source engine, with like Half-Life 2. Valve
Nah,
Valve
I'm not
released their
really
SDK
big
a
into
long time
Valve
ago.
shit. I'm
No,
not-
but it's not SDK I'm talking about. Like, they released their own little Portal
Yeah.
2 creator thing. Like, you know how they usually advertise Portal? Like, with their cartoony-ass little promotional videos?
Uh-huh.
Like, it's like that. You're building your maps like that. And then you can test them out and shit.
Then they use SFM to create all the trailers, like Left 4 Dead 2's trailers and stuff.
Chomp, chomp, bitches.
Ah,
I'm an alligator. Watch out. Fucking Banjo-Kazooie, motherfucker.
I'm back.
someone said that they feel like they can't do anything with the 3DS anymore.
What? Bitch.
It just came out.
You just need to wait, like, 3 days.
Dude,
Well,
it's
okay.
not like it's a fucking amazing console. What do you expect to be done with
Yeah.
it?
It's a
Okay, but
handheld.
think about this. Now tell me, what was the last thing you heard about the PS Vita, except for its release?
What was the last thing you heard about the 3DS? Like, nothing.
Besides the game.
Today, Kingdom Hearts 3D.
That was announced a while ago, though. That doesn't count. That's
No,
like
but
saying.
that was the last time I heard about it.
I-
I'm saying today.
But I mean, people are always saying, "Oh, the new Call of Duty is coming out for PS Vita." You guys probably don't hear that because you don't give a half a
I
fuck
didn't
about
know.
that.
Fuck, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew it like because I was watching a lot of videos on it earlier in the year, but like yeah.
I don't. I'm probably gonna buy a 3DS for Kingdom Hearts 3D. Like I fucking hate Square Enix for doing that, but they know how to make me buy a console I don't want. So
Make you buy the console so that you can play the game. They just want you to pray.
I'm gonna get the XL version of that though, because that has that anti-glare and it's all that shit. So fuck
It's
that.
huge.
I don't give a
Like,
fuck. I don't go anywhere, so I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
No, like I have the old classic ass brick DS, like the very first ones.
Dude, that thing
the-
is so bad.
The 3DS is like a fucking laptop at this point.
Dude, I
It
don't
is.
even fucking have a 3D. Not 3DS. I don't have a DS anymore. Mine like top screen broke off from my bottom. Ugh.
I have my DSi still.
Omega.
So,
Someone asked you if you had a PSP. Sorry, and
I don't have one anymore. But like, the best game on PSP for those of you that are wondering is Crisis Core. So, and it's only like $10 at like GameStop or wherever you can buy games at. Darren, are you here?
Yeah,
All right. So, do you want to move on to the next topic?
which is
Please.
That RB3 shit.
sure. What were we talking about a minute ago? Just in general.
Oh my god, are you stoned or something? Where the fuck have you been?
We were talking about like 3DS and PS Vita and
Yeah,
stuff like
there's.
that.
I don't really have any input on that, so.
All right. So, if you guys don't know, there's this guy by the name of Treevax or some shit, and he did a whole bunch of mock-up work for an imaginary Raging Blast 3 game that obviously doesn't exist. But, you know, he had a Facebook page for it, and you know, it actually looks pretty cool. Toasty, do you have that link? Maybe I could link them in my chat, just in case if you have it or no. Toasty, are you alive?
No one's
sorry,
alive.
had to go upstairs real quick.
Do you have the link for the RB3 stuff? Maybe I could.
Oh yeah, hold on 1 second.
All right, so I'll link you guys in my chat, and then I'll go to the YouTube chat and post it in there too, I guess. But
oh my god. Someone wants us to play fucking Magic. Huh?
all right, but anyway, like I was saying, he did a whole bunch of this stuff for like, you know, gameplay mechanics and all these characters and all that stuff, and he actually got to show it to Namco Bandai. And what we really wanted to talk about this is, you know, RB3 is obviously our type of game. You know, we do a lot of anime type stuff, but it's not only that. It's that, you know, video game developers should really start doing this a lot more, like taking things in from their community. Like this guy put in a lot of work to this, and I just got the link now, so I'm gonna copy and paste right here.
He's been doing this for 2 years.
He's been working on this for a long time, and dude, it really shows. And he got to show it to Namco Bandai, and they're like, this is interesting, and they might actually.
Racist.
Yeah.
For anyone who
They say
does,
if they get enough.
I was gonna say for anybody who's not
Actually, I
in
think
Omega's
it-
chat and wants the link, just Google it. You just Google like
Just Google
Treevax or Treevax Raging Blast 3 project.
It'll literally probably be the first thing that pops
Yeah,
up.
so and it should be on Facebook.
And I love how he like came up with different shit. Like you can be either a human, a Namekian, like a Saiyan.
Yeah,
or
for the
You
hero
can-
mode.
you can be one of Frieza's people, Boo, Dabura, or
Yeah,
Cell.
we're not gonna get in
Yeah.
depth with it. You can go to the link yourself and see it. But it's really cool. So just take a look at that. And what this is really gonna branch off into is that game developers should do stuff like this. Like a lot of the I know you guys aren't really in tune with the whole Call of Duty stuff, but Call of Duty is sort of notorious for not really giving a fuck about what the fans want. But like literally, it makes more sense because if you think about it, you don't have to spend a dime on these people. Like obviously, if you use their stuff, then you obviously gotta pay them because you know they did all that stuff. But like, you aren't paying them to do work that nobody wants to see. If you grab somebody from the community, who knows the community better than the community itself, right? So you just, you know, be like, okay, you do this stuff or whatever, and maybe we'll use it in our game. I forgot what game what game company it was, but they went about it completely wrong. They decided that they were gonna do a sequel only if the fans gave it enough support, and the fans gave it massive support. I can't remember what game it was, and then they canceled it because they were like, "Oh, you guys
Mega
can't
Man
come."
Legends 3.
Yup, Mega Man. They were like, "Oh, you know what? You guys can't come up with a good enough game, so we're not gonna do it." Like that's the wrong way to go about it. The idea was really great. You know, you're basically making a game the fans want. Like that idea was amazing, but they were just like, "Oh, you couldn't make a good enough game. Fuck it, we're not doing it." Like that's definitely the wrong way to go about it. But if they can do it correctly, like how Namco Bandai will hopefully do it, if they can pull that off, then I think that should be something that we see a lot more in game companies, because that'll just be awesome. Everything people want in games would be given to us, and my God, I just hope this is something that becomes more regular for developers.
I just want to say,
Yeah,
like,
because they said
go
they
ahead.
get enough people. Then no, I'm just saying that they did say that if they get enough support from people, they'll even make a Tenkaichi 4 if they get enough support from people telling them to do it. Then they'll do it. They just need a lot of support from people, which they don't usually get. And go ahead now, Darren.
I was just gonna say that, like, the only thing I don't like about this idea is that this guy doesn't understand it from Namco Bandai's perspective, because, like, I think I said it before, but the reason why they haven't made the, quote, perfect game that he's wanting with, like, a cajillion characters that he'd never play as, like, a character creator, a perfect story mode, and all this shit, is because then there would be no point to buy any other games in the series anymore, because none of them would ever be this good. So I know they may be humoring his idea right now, but I would guarantee they're not going to make it this great like he's talking.
I think what they might do is, say for Raging Blast 3, they create a hero mode character, right? And then they implement that, and then in the next game they like sort of skim back a little bit on the hero mode and put it into the story mode, so that way there's a reason to buy all of these different games. Like maybe one game will have the huge roster, so it'll be the BT3 of the series, and then another game will have the astounding gameplay in the hero mode, and that would be, you know, the Budokai 3 of the series, because a lot of people say Budokai 3 is one of the best or whatever. And then another one would be the best story. That would be like Raging Blast 1 or some shit. Like, you know, just stuff like that, or Budokai 1. Like stuff like that. I think that's how they might use it. They might take like 3 of his main ideas and, you know, space it out over 3 games, which actually from a business standpoint is good. From a consumer standpoint, if you don't realize what's going on, then you don't really care. But if you do realize what's going on, you realize how hard you're being fucked. But whatever, you got to make business somehow, especially in a genre where it's not too popular. Like you don't see people going like, "Oh my God, I need that new Dragon Ball game." You see them going, "Oh my God, the new Call of Duty."
That's
the
what I was
new
about
Halo,
to say, because
whatever.
a lot of people argue like, well, if they make a perfect one, then a lot of people would buy it. No, like a lot of people compared to maybe how many people bought Ultimate Tenkaichi, yeah, but you know, it'd still be a very minuscule number by sales standards.
I'd say they probably wouldn't, if they made the perfect game, I'd say they wouldn't sell over 2.5 mil copies, and that's at the most.
Yeah,
and they probably wouldn't even make that. So I think the last Dragon Ball game that sold over like 2 mil was on the PS2 era. I'm not sure on that though. Don't quote me, but
yeah,
I forgot. I know we looked up Raging Blast 2 on a stream before. I forgot how much it sold, but I don't think it was over 2 mil.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh wow! I just typed that into Google and I wrote actual like cell from the show.
Wow.
What did you type?
I doubt. Somebody said that they doubt DBZ Connect will sell at all. That's a very good point. I mean, because one thing you have to understand is the only reason why the anime games get any good sales at all is because it's out for, you know, both major consoles. When you limit that, you're making an idiotic fucking move. But they are kind of making up for that and releasing an HD remake that people have been asking for. It might not have been, you know, the Budokai Tenkaichi 3 people have been asking for, but it's Budokai 3. You know, it's who doesn't like Budokai 3? That's a Dragon Ball fan. But
if
like,
I can hate you if you don't like Budokai 3, you can all burn in hell. Go fuck yourself.
wise words from Kagi, but
You haven't played in like fucking 10 years or whatever.
but like,
This has been wise words from Kagi.
They're taking a risk, but at the same time they're playing it safe. If they really wanted to take a risk, they would put all their effort into a DBZ Connect game.
Well, it's
DBZ Connect.
No, the collection.
I think November.
Well, it's kind of like what they did
Remember?
with Ultimate Tenkaichi. I mean, they put a lot of effort into it, and look what happened.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's arguable, but they had to have seen it coming. I mean, Kui over Goten and Trunks.
Well,
I
like
mean,
I've said it before, I think that was just because they were probably originally planning on putting Goten and Trunks in there, but by the time that they were working on the Boo Saga, the storyline, they realized, shit, we're getting close to release. We got to wrap this up. That's why that's why like the Saiyan and Frieza sagas are actually pretty detailed in the story mode, and then Boo is kind of skippy, jumpy, and then in GT they have one fight.
Yeah, that's why they have Gotenks, but not Goten and Trunks.
Yeah.
Because Goten and Trunks really didn't fight separately. They only fought really as Gotenks against Super Boo. That's like really the only fight that they actually did.
Right.
Well, what I think that might happen or might have been going through their mind as well is, you know, the obvious thing of DLC taking over. I mean, I think that they were trying to make it so that Goten and Trunks would be DLC characters. Because I mean, let's face it, when you get a Dragon Ball game, you're not like, oh my god, I need to play as Goten. But like, you know, as DLC characters, people might want that, and I think that's what they might have been trying to do. Because there's no jumping around it that the character roster is lackluster. Super Saiyan 2, Teen Gohan, no other form of Teen Gohan.
I think they had Super Saiyan 1, but maybe.
I like the theory of the DLC, but I'm pretty sure this is what Namco Bandai was thinking. At some point, like Darren said, they were getting to the end, and we're like, oh shit, we need to wrap this up. And they're like, damn, are we going to leave Goten and Trunks in there, or should we take them out? And it's like, should we put them in there, or should we not put them at all? And then we're like, well, we added hero mode, and I mean, you could pretty much make them, so fuck it, let them make the characters.
Yeah.
The thing that I think though is just like, no matter how pressed for time they were, I can't even fathom why you would let two main characters out of the roster. I can't find a logical explanation for it. Yeah, they may have been running out of time, but you have to think they probably foreseen that a few months in advance. And I mean, I highly doubt it would take them 2 months to model Goten and Trunks. Like, I don't know what goes into all that modeling shit. It's probably a lot more detailed than I'm letting on, but I mean, you had to have seen it coming that you didn't have a lot of time to make this whole new game with all these new graphics, new gameplay you've never tried out. Like, they should have planned this more. And, you know, they should have made the H3 remake last year while still working on Ultimate Tenkaichi and refining it, making it so it's not as bullshit, and then have Ultimate Tenkaichi along with maybe DBZ Connect or whatever this year. I think that would have been a way better route to go than what they did.
Because he's selling DBZ Connect as a whole separate game. Even that really worsens their sales, because they could have pulled a Mass Effect 3, you know, you can play it with or without Connect, you know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like how you guys were saying, that they usually sell okay just because they have two consoles. They have like no audience that's going to be for this game, and I don't know why they're even wasting their time with it, honestly, because because first of all, you're narrowing it down to just Xbox, then you're narrowing it down to just Xbox with Kinect, which is already pretty small, then you're narrowing it down to people who have an Xbox and they have Kinect and they liked Ultimate Tenkaichi. That's like two people, and I'm one of them.
And also remember the majority of people who buy anime games buy it on the PS3.
Yeah, I mean, even if they at least made a PS Move version, which I know that they're...
I mean, even still, I highly doubt it would sell, because, I mean, the total amount of people that liked Ultimate Tenkaichi, I mean, realistically, I won't say like 2. There might have been a couple thousand, or maybe like 10, 20,000 people that actually liked the game that they purchased. You narrow that down to just Xbox, that cuts in half, 5,000. You narrow that down to just Kinect. Face it, the chances of somebody liking DBZ and just happening to have a Kinect are kind of slim. So I'd say that cuts it down to maybe 1,000, maybe even less, maybe a little more. That's 1,000 copies for a video game. That is nothing. You may as well just pay people to buy your game, pretty much. You may as well just be like, oh hey, here's $5, here's this game. That's pretty much what you should have done.
I mean, I don't know if the numbers are more different in Japan, like if people typically liked Ultimate Tenkaichi more in there or what.
But I mean, still, like, I highly doubt that they would have a Kinect anyway, because they probably have PlayStations over in Japan. You gotta think.
They only sold like 70 4,000 copy, 700,
Well, I was about to say 74,000.
740,000 copies. No,
I was like, dude, that's.
I was
Seven
like,
not a lot.
dude.
740. That's nowhere near.
I was like,
That's
I would
like
sell more copies if I made a game.
Ultimate Tenkaichi.
All right, so if it's 740,000, then I'll say maybe half of that, 300.
No, but that's
something.
combined. Like, it only sold like half of that for Xbox.
Damn, so now you gotta half that 740. That's like 300 something thousand, and then you gotta like maybe half that or 3/4 or 75% that to the people that actually liked it, and then like,
I
you're just
would probably
narrowing
say
it down
like
way too much.
25% for people who actually liked it.
I mean, but then again, people that don't really give a fuck, that don't really care about the balance, they just want to shoot, they just want to like key blast shit up. I think they might have really liked it because, you know, they innovated hero mode. Like for the simple-minded person that's not as serious about it as we are, they may have liked it, and that's probably the majority of the people that bought it. But other than that, no one liked it. Anyone that knew half a shit or played the other DBZ games, they knew that this was a bad game. And people that maybe bought this as their first DBZ game might have been like, okay, this wasn't too awesome, but what was I expecting from a DBZ game? But you know, they don't give the other games a chance. So I don't know. I think it's a little more than 25%, maybe. I'm not gonna say 50 because that's just bullshit, but maybe a little less.
Okay, I have to
They
step
kind
in.
of-
Not because like. Not because I'm gonna argue that. Oh my God, yo, Ultimate Tenkaichi wasn't terrible. Was that? No, I'm not gonna say anything about that. I actually want to talk about like the fans. How you said, oh, like us when we play, we know our shit and stuff. Right there. Why is it that our fans think because we're partnered and we're on Machinima and we play a fucking video game, they think we're like the best of the best, the pros of the pros.
Yeah, like they think that, oh my God, this guy's not even that good when we never market ourselves as like these MOG players or whatever.
Unless we're being like those arrogant, egotistical, you know, just to make a joke.
Yeah, like I'm
Unless
pretty
we're
sure
making-
we all do that. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna
Like-
kick this guy's ass.
Like when I'm playing as Alexander, I'm like, Alexander's the best guy ever. I'm joking. No, no.
A lot of people take things way too literally and seriously, but
People need to take a joke. What I really love is when one time I was talking to a friend and he recently figured out that I was a YouTube partner, and he thought, hey, you do those commentaries, right? And I'm like, yeah, I do them. And he's like, so how does that work? Do you script them or what? And I'm like, no. It's all. It's,
if anybody thinks I script stuff, you're a fucking idiot. I sound like the most stupid, retarded person in my commentaries. If you think that's scripted, my God.
I mean, I may have a few
Why-
sentences that I'm like,
Like,
okay, I
you
should
might
say this
intros.
and this at some point, but you know.
Yeah, especially if it's a post commentary, maybe a few sentences that I definitely want to say, but that's about it.
The only thing that's even
Like,
semi-scripted
there's-
is like some joke that I may think of before I do it, and I'm like, hey, this could apply. I should probably throw this in here somewhere. You know.
Why was the Super Saiyan hair in UT green? It was like a yellowish green. It looked like a little bit.
yeah.
I don't
It didn't
know.
look like Broly's, but
It didn't look. Yeah, Broly's hair is like green is dumb, but like it wasn't like incredibly green.
so yeah.
Shit,
So yeah, should we go to next topic instead of talking about like pure on Dragon Ball Z, or is there anything?
Didn't we have one more topic?
We were going
YouTube and
to
the
talk-
struggle.
All right,
yeah.
hold on. I'm actually going to be right back. I gotta go get something to drink. I'm like incredibly thirsty.
You've been
All
talking
All right.
for
Well,
like.
in the meantime, I'll talk to these guys about.
Well,
crap.
I just want to say,
Alright.
some guy said in the stream, if you've never made a game, don't talk shit. It makes you look like an ass. We're allowed to have opinions. Like, well, if you think about it,
Yeah.
people who review movies, I guarantee 90% of them have never made a movie, but they actually get paid to review movies. Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
called a fucking opinion.
yeah,
Yeah.
when you're a consumer, I mean, having an opinion is probably just as important as making the game itself, because if none of us are allowed to have an opinion, if none of us are even there to buy the games, then these games don't become successful and they don't know how to better themselves. So your argument is completely
I'm just saying, I
retarded.
fucking hate people that are like that. Like, oh, you can't do any better. Don't criticize it. It's when you're paying money,
Oh,
though,
we
for
can-
the entertainment. I mean,
Right. All right,
Oh,
so
wow.
now right back.
Alright.
So.
Well, yeah, we can
Alright.
talk about the DBZ movie 2013 trailer teaser
For-
because someone asked for that.
Okay. So
Since Omega is
so
not-
this is how. Let me describe the trailer. So it starts out with Japanese letters, lens flare here and there. Then you see 3D mountains. You're going down a waterfall, and you're going through water and mountains. And then you see something in the distance, a 3D model of Goku. Then you're turning to see his face. A cliff gets in the way. Screen goes black for a split second. Then you see him 2D animated, and then he does a smirk. The end.
That's it.
Yeah,
There's your
that's
teaser
the end.
trailer.
I'm just saying, there's a reason why they call it a teaser trailer.
Yeah, they're
That's a
really trying to make you want to
step
see it.
legit teaser.
That's
a
like a
step-by-step.
teaser that makes you want to kill someone. Man, I'm Namco Bandai, you know. Even though you don't even
Imagine-
make the movies.
Imagine if that was by what's his name? William Shatner. So you go down a waterfall, then go through some canyons.
So you go down a waterfall and
Imagine if Hank Hill. So you go down a waterfall and
no,
propane.
Darren, do it.
Then you go down the waterfall, and then you see a 3D model.
I'm sorry for my crazy laugh.
Yeah, you asked me if
Could've
I
held
was
it
high
in.
earlier, and you're sitting here.
Do you like the new style that it's taking? Like how they're trying to do the movie
It
differently?
looks pretty cool.
Like how Kai, like you know how the intro of Kai is. To me, that's how it looks.
The intro. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. That's good though. Like people have been asking for like a high quality DBZ thing for a long time.
Toriyama is actually really
Series.
heavy into writing this one.
So, I could
Yeah. Didn't he say that he would never write
Yeah,
any
he's
Dragon
never
Ball Z
been
ever
this
again,
heavily
though, after-
involved in a DBZ movie until this one. Yeah.
Yeah, he said that he wouldn't ever write Dragon Ball Z ever again after GT, but now
Hold on,
he's
I want to correct this. Bone's kid, that was Darren, not Toasty. That
What?
was Darren, not Toasty.
What?
Because the guy I said that Toasty sounds like the guy from King of the Hill. No,
I
that
don't.
That was Bone's kid.
No.
That was Darren.
Darren, just do a whole commentary talking with the Hank Hill voice. Just do it.
I'll.
Whole
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Z commentary.
You know how many people
Hank Hill
either
played-
get or love? Make sure to put Hank on the thumbnail.
Yeah, and say Hank Hill plays Dragon Ball Z.
Dude, if hero mode was
$10 that
elaborate
way.
enough, then I would make like a Hank Hill character and.
That's like me trying to play like Jake. He gave me an idea saying, "Oh, you should do a commentary where you voice Kermit the Frog the whole time." I'm like, I guess that sounds stupid.
No, but those kind of videos, like say something plays like a video game, like Hank Hill plays Dragon Ball Z, that'll get a lot of views.
No.
Kermit the Frog plays Halo 4. Well, hello there, everyone. My name is Kermit the Frog, and today we're going to play Halo 4. What? Oh, crap. How the hell do I grab the controller? Like, you see, I just changed my voice like 3 different times.
Wow, Super Cartoon Girl even wrote it out for you, Darren. Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2 Goku vs Vegeta with Hank Hill live commentary.
Do it.
You won't do it. No money. No money.
I want RB3 now. Guess what, kid? It ain't him. I'm pretty sure if the Treevax guy, like, they actually make his game, it wouldn't be called Raging Blast 3. It would name it
Yeah.
something completely.
The more supporters the guy's getting, the more they're paying attention to him because he's gotten like 1,000 supporters, and that's when they looked at his stuff.
It would make it something, a whole new Dragon Ball Z game. Like, they wouldn't even call it Raging Blast 3.
I don't know what they
But
would call
anyway.
it. Like. Meh.
Sparking! Lucky Star! Dragon Ball Z Lucky Star!
Yeah, I don't think that would sell.
Oh,
That just doesn't sound as
Yeah.
awesome as Tenkaichi.
All right, I'm back.
All right, we talked about the teaser while you were gone,
You mad,
Alright.
bro?
and now we are done.
No.
No, because he didn't watch
I think
it.
he mad.
I was talking to Toasty about this earlier today, and it was like anime reviews. Like I'm thinking about doing that, but I don't know which anime to review first. People are telling me Fullmetal Alchemist, and Toasty told me to review Yamada's First Time because it's so awkward. Part of me wants that one to be the first one, but I don't know. People will be like, "What the hell is this anime? What is this?" Little Alchemist, people be like, yeah, I want to see that. Yeah, like I want to see this review. What the hell this guy has to say about it? Maybe I'll correct him or something.
Yeah.
But if I do Yamada's first time, people are gonna be like, the fuck is this anime about? Who the fuck is this creepo?
That's what they think when they watch any of your videos, man. Don't worry about it. They're like, what's this anime? Why are people flying around with golden hair? What is this?
What the hell is this? So yeah, what do you guys think? And the anime review wouldn't be like that typical anime review where it's like okay, hey, what's up, guys? Today this is about like it wouldn't be. I wouldn't try to make it boring. I try to make it like that JonTron thing.
Dead Man Wonderland.
I don't own the anime. Like, if I were to review an anime, it would be an anime that I own.
What? Just so you can hold the DVD and be like, rah, rah, rah.
Like, this is what I have.
Be like, I'm the only person on earth that buys this anime.
Yeah, because everyone else just torrents it all.
I just stream it. What the fuck?
Yeah, like Netflix.
Yeah.
No, not all anime is Netflix.
Man, a lot of it.
I mean, I go like Naruto Get, Bleach Get, whatever. I don't download shit. I downloaded like everything of Dragon Ball Z though.
I just watched that on the site.
Okay, do you guys know if we can use like a 3-second clip from an anime and we wouldn't get in trouble for it?
Well,
Actually,
it's like
because
technically they could get pissed about it, but they're not gonna like sue you or ask for the video to be taken down over a little clip. But unless it's 100% completely necessary, I still wouldn't use one.
No, because if it's for Yamada's first time, I have to put that clip.
I would imagine if it's something like a trailer, you can put it in there, but anything else, I wouldn't fuck with.
All right.
I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't test the waters like that.
It is literally a word that the character says. Like the anime is so like I like the character so much. I haven't heard anyone say this line since fucking Red versus Blue.
It's gonna sound so.
The girl, the main character Yamada, says "bow chicka bow wow." I just thought.
Wasn't that like
you
Tucker?
never hear? Yeah, exactly. You've never heard someone say that. And a girl? What the fuck? When I heard that, like, I've never facepalmed so much in anime before. That's like not in Cat Plenty of Cuties, not in Panty and Stocking, not in Baka and Test because of how much idiot Yoshi is, or whatever his name is.
I don't see why companies care as long as the user isn't making money off their content. It's free advertisement.
Well, at the same time, like if somebody's uploading like all the Dragon Ball episodes for free to watch on YouTube, then that's robbing them because like they're not making any money. If it's something like maybe you're saying, "Oh yeah, I'm reviewing this and it's a really good anime," and you show like a 30-second clip that's pretty funny, I don't see the harm in that. But like as long as they're not like spoiling anything or whatever, like yeah.
I guess that they let Team 4-Star go through, like, just because they say that thing, like, please support the official
Well, yeah, but
release
they
and
also
stuff.
don't have ads on their videos, so.
Yeah, yeah.
And don't say that fucking Team 4-Star sold out because they have shirts of Shark Robot. They don't make the shirts.
I was about to say they probably don't even make money off of them.
They don't.
They said before
Hobson
that they
said
make
if you
their
have the
money
money
off of doing conventions.
You're like, I mean, if you have the money, why not support the people that you actually appreciate? But I mean, times are tough. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Hobson says that if you have the money, then buy his album, but if not, just download it.
Yeah, Drake said the same thing too, because they interviewed Drake about torrenting or whatever, and he's like, I know it's gonna happen, you can't avoid it, and to try to avoid it is really foolish because it's just where internet and consumers are at this point. And to me, that was like eye-opening because it showed me that he's not a fucking idiot. Like, if you ask Lil Wayne, what do you think about torrents? He's like, oh man, it's only $10, go buy that shit, Tunchi or whatever.
Wait,
like,
what do I do? What do I do? Someone just said actually Kagi does. What do I do?
Kagi does what?
I don't know. That's what I want to know. DBZ, what do I do?
I was reading your shit, but I didn't get a chance to say it was actually you who wrote it.
What exactly do I do? Read the comments? What?
I don't know. Torrents are because of the struggle, is what Bones said.
Well, I buy all anime because I like to support the people. So
Yeah, like I mean, if you can afford to, like, just why not?
but
You're
yeah,
one in a lot of people probably who actually buy the anime, besides people who just want to collect it.
Yeah, like I would probably buy all the Dragon Ball shit just to collect it, and it'll look really, really cool on like
I'm kind of trying
a
to do that.
stand or
Like I
whatever.
have 2 seasons on DVD just sitting here.
Wait, would you guys just buy the manga, or would you guys buy the anime and
I'd
the manga?
probably buy both.
They both have
Just
cool things on the spines that look nice when you
yeah,
collect the whole thing. Like
it's
I,
like every time I go. Oh, I'm sorry.
I
Go
was
ahead.
about to say I have like 8 volumes of the manga, you know.
Yeah, I like I was every time I go to like a movie store or an anime store and I look at all the anime DVDs, I get like so tempted to buy it because it just looks cool. You know, I would like to stock up my room with a bunch of like figurines of like different things like Mass Effect, Halo, anime shit or whatever, and you know have some DVDs and manga around that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Somebody asked if they have DBZ quality videos as they were in UT. They really look nice when you buy
Uh,
the DVDs. I guess they actually do. Like I think have them on Blu-ray, and the remastered
yeah,
version doesn't look bad at all.
I have all 9 seasons remastered and it looks sweet. And it's not
Yeah.
Kai, so
and it's
yeah,
There's actual blood. Blood.
Gommel.
Blood. All right.
if I were to become a video game designer director, would you work on a project? Of course I would. Hell yeah.
TFS needs to speed up their episodes.
Okay, wait, are we gonna talk about that YouTube thing?
Oh,
Or
sure.
We can.
Yeah, we can go ahead.
well,
What
okay,
YouTube thing?
okay, just wait. A,
Quite.
a few days ago, I
What?
tweeted out something that YouTube will either completely decimate all forms of visual media, or it'll just go down the drain and it'll collapse. And I sort of wanted to talk about what we think YouTube is going to end up being. And
Destroy us all! No.
Wait a minute.
So
I
you
know where that came from.
Destroy us
Really,
all,
Andy?
destroy us all.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, give me a minute. I know that.
Hey, but do you know who voices him? Do you know
The guy who
voices
voiced
him?
Invader Zim. Wait.
And Rasputin.
Yes.
Richard Horvitz.
Yes.
okay, anyway, so what do you guys think is gonna? Do you think YouTube is gonna just completely dominate, or do you think it'll sort of die down?
I think it's gonna
By
stay where it's
YouTube
at.
in Google, yes, it'll dominate.
You
It'll-
think
I think it'll die down after a long time. Like something else will
StormPow,
take.
you think it's gonna stay the same?
Pretty much. I don't think it's gonna get any more. Like, I mean, because everyone knows what YouTube is, so I don't think there's really much further it can go. And I mean, Netflix is doing just fine. I think maybe in general online stuff might get a little bit more popular, but I think YouTube is gonna pretty much stay about where it's at.
Yeah,
I think YouTube is gonna completely decimate everything. I'm pretty like right now, TV is very scarce, so it needs to find something else. It could either go to Netflix or go to YouTube. And think about it.
And have you noticed that YouTube now is saying, "Oh, now buy a video and rent a video." I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Well, like I was gonna say, I think that TV shows are going to move over to maybe YouTube. Imagine
Machinima.
imagine The Walking Dead premiering on the own Walking Dead YouTube channel or whatever, and it premieres at a certain time. It'll be just like TV, except it'll use the medium of YouTube, and I think it'll be a lot better because you get maybe
That
a
sounds
5
pretty badass the way you say it.
yeah, you get like a 5-minute pre-roll ad, but with YouTube, after you watch a few seconds, you can skip it. Skip the ad, start watching your program willy-nilly, whatever, do what you need to do. And it'll be all integrated because one thing that Google really fucking excels at is domination. I mean, they made the search engine first. Now Google is the only thing you search on. If you use Bing or Yahoo,
You're a faggot.
Ball.
oh, and if
I'm
you
not gonna lie, you're a faggot.
if you use like any website other than than YouTube, like maybe blip.tv, or some people use Vimeo, but I mean YouTube is pretty much the premier site. I think it's only going to get bigger because, you know, like I said, TV stations, they just really are very, very scarce. A lot of people don't even watch TV anymore. YouTube is their main source of entertainment, or maybe Netflix. I mean, I guess that could be argued because more like regular type families that aren't all technological,
That's it.
if they're not all technological or whatever, they might just, you know, still watch TV or whatever. But I mean, for the most part, I'd say the YouTube, I mean, YouTube quality is getting up there. Like more people are to me that better cameras, and you know, they're actually putting in more effort into their videos now than ever before. And I think YouTube is going to dominate because of the fact that there is literally anything on YouTube all the time. A TV is very limited.
All day, every day.
I mean, at 3 a.m., you can go on YouTube, watch a playthrough of a video game, watch somebody's skits or whatever at any time. 3 a.m. on TV. 3 a.m. on a TV. What do you get? Infomercials? There's really nothing going on.
Girls Gone Wild.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I remember that.
I mean, YouTube, I think is gonna dominate pretty much. So yeah.
Someone said that Google will be the death of YouTube. I don't see how that.
Google owns
Yeah, what
YouTube,
the
so
Yeah.
I don't get how
I
Google
said,
can even
destroy us all.
take it over. I mean,
it kind of already did that, but
when you search on Google, it gives you YouTube results. I don't think they're trying to kill them. So,
Yep.
but like,
He might have meant that Google is like going to destroy YouTube just by the way they run things.
I don't know.
Oh no, I meant like they were gonna buy out everybody,
I don't know.
like Netflix. I mean, wouldn't you see that? I do.
if Google takes the same approach to YouTube as they did with their search engine, then I think YouTube will definitely dominate. The only thing is that, you know, with what Google does is it's pretty much remained the same throughout its entire lifespan. You know, just little changes here and there, but the main interface when you go on google.com has almost never changed. I'd want to say it's always been like that. Just simple, says Google, you type in what you want to see, there you go. If they do that with YouTube, then I think that it'll all be good. I think the reason why they're going the route they're going now is because they see the potential to dominate all forms of visual media, and they're preparing for that. They're making everything more official. Now they're encouraging people to sign up to YouTube with their full name, so that way it removes all the anonymous shit that you get from behind the keyboard. You know, it makes it a lot more personal, so people won't leave a lot more hate. For example, you don't watch a TV premiere and then all of a sudden a little thing pops up at the bottom and people are saying faking gay first, blah blah blah, we're talking a whole bunch of shit. That just doesn't happen. So like I think they're trying to make that a little bit on YouTube's end, and trying to make it just a little more professional so it looks more appealing to like TVs, and maybe even premiering movies on YouTube. I could definitely see that happening too.
Batman Under the Red Hood. That thing is amazing.
Somebody said you should buy anime to support the dying
Yeah, and I
industry.
asked that guy
Okay.
when.
Let's get to this thing.
How?
This is a whole new topic. Dying industry.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
I want that guy to take a picture of all the anime he owns right now.
Okay.
Well, wait a minute.
Dying industry. Bitch, hold on. Did you shut the fuck up?
KK.
Conventions. What do they sell there? Full merchandise of anime.
I don't think anime is dying. It's rising.
That's what I
if
was telling
anything.
that guy. I was
Sorry,
like, since when is it a dying industry? It's doing just fine.
Dude, holy
like,
Somebody says they don't
Naruto's-
think it's dying, but it's becoming smaller and people won't watch
Maybe
it
in the
anymore.
U.S.,
Well,
but
Naruto-
Okay.
Yeah, Naruto's
Smaller?
getting bigger. Bleach is getting bigger. A lot of people.
Bleach is canceled. I don't
Well,
know what the fuck you're talking about.
The manga, no. What the hell?
No,
What
the
you talking
anime.
about? I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck about no anime.
No anime.
The manga's all that fucking counts.
So manga's like about to end. It's like dead ass right there.
Exactly. That's why people are on their dick about it.
Naruto, it's at that point where you just want to punch that motherfucker in the face.
You're not.
I
you're-
hate I hate Toby. Cause look, they are such fucking tease. The people who like upload on Manga Reader.
Spoil anything, just saying.
I'm not gonna spoil anything except for this. Like,
No.
Naruto is fighting Toby at the moment, and he puts a crack on Toby's mask, and that's how they end the chapter.
They have to make you want to read the other.
Yeah.
That's a fucking tease, bro.
They do that so that they get more people to watch and read the manga. If they don't do that, then you don't have no reason to watch the next chapter.
But yeah, no, like anime, like I'm surprised that I've even watched some of the anime that I've watched. Like really, I'm surprised at shit and like it.
Somebody
Like,
said, somebody
Hold on.
said DBZ is fading. Like DBZ's not
It's
the only
been over
anime
for
in
like
the
10
world.
years. Of course it's gonna fade.
Yeah, I'm no like.
Yeah, it's
what
been-
the fuck are you expecting,
They
dude?
do know GT
No, it's been
ended
for, like, almost-
1994,
Yeah,
right?
well, actually, closer to
Yeah,
20
it's
years
almost-
then. That
Yeah.
just furthers my point. I kind of hope it
Because
fades.
apparently
It's
GT isn't canon. If GT isn't canon, then like GT ended 1994. So subtract a few years, and you get the ending of DBZ.
Which was pretty much 93 or something, you know, or 92. I don't know.
91, 92.
Yeah, early
yeah,
90s.
so it's already been over 20 years if you don't count GT.
I'd actually say maybe Z ended 89 to 90 because wasn't there like 2-3 seasons of GT?
I don't
Yeah,
even
there was
know.
like 2 seasons. No, there was 3.
There were a few arcs on GT,
Yeah.
but not a
There
lot of
was-
episodes. You'd think there were a lot of episodes, but no,
There were
not
only
really.
like
There were
60
what, 50?
episodes. Yeah, 50 or 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, every time I see a bunch of like Dragon Ball anime DVDs or whatever, I never see too much of GT. I guess that's because it's just not that
I
big.
honestly think that they have GT in like one box, I think. Or I think it's possible to get it that way anyway.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I see a lot of shit that's like, it says like DBZ GT and it's like Annihilation and it comes with like an arc or whatever or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, and it's all on one disc too, so like.
Well, the DVDs that
I
I've
mean,
got for
if-
DBZ
and-
have like 8 discs, and it's like 2 seasons.
Yeah, and they're obviously trying to keep DBZ like alive, so they keep making money. Like the new movie, like it's been over for like if it's been over for that many years, then now they're making a movie. Of
Yeah, I
it.
mean, when you think about anime, you really think about DBZ. So
yeah,
Yeah.
they're trying to keep it alive as long as they
On
can.
Digimon,
well, when you were a kid, you never really knew that Pokemon was an anime. So I don't really consider
Yeah.
that to be one of the staple
I thought
animes. Yeah, like I thought DBZ was a cartoon as well.
Speaking of animes like Pokemon and Digimon, have you guys ever seen this movie anime called Summer Wars?
But no.
No,
No, I recommend you watch it. Have you guys seen the Digimon movie? Like the one with the Omnimon?
no, I didn't like Digimon that much.
You're a faggot.
No, I just didn't like it.
I'm gonna be hipster. I like the first season and
Yeah.
like the second
Yeah.
season, but that's about it.
First and second season, all the way. Oh yeah.
I didn't like Digimon.
But have you seen the movie with Omnimon? Was the question.
I don't even know what the fucking Omnimon is.
Omnimon is the or Greymon and Metal Garurumon.
I don't even know who those fucking assholes are.
He's like that white knight.
The only thing I know is Agumon, the little fucking orange
You're a
dinosaur
bitch.
shit.
Someone asked, "Will any of us buy DBZ Connect?"
No,
I will,
you're an
but-
idiot. For
Darren's gonna buy it.
gonna buy it because
I
you
might
are
buy
an
it.
idiot, Darren. Why waste your money on that? Wait,
people are gonna
Because he-
expect them to play it.
Yeah,
So.
people are gonna
because of-
spam him anyway.
is
Yeah.
it because of Bardock Super Saiyan?
Keg, you'll probably get spammed too to play it a
Dude,
lot.
you have to
I'm
do
gonna-
1,000 Super Saiyan Bardock fights.
Well, that's pretty
Yeah,
much
you-
the only reason to do videos of that game because
That's like the only
otherwise you might as well just do it in
Dude,
Ultimate
If you
Tenkaichi.
get is Chilled gonna be in that
I don't
game?
think
No,
so.
he's not.
it's Super
They're not
Saiyan.
putting him in.
What?
That's like cock tease of the year right there.
It's
Why
like- We're
not?
having Super Saiyan 1 Bardock, but no Chilled. No thank you.
What the hell?
I think
it's because like all you have to do for Super Saiyan Bardock is put yellow hair and it doesn't take
Yeah.
that much work.
you'd have to like take
Weird.
Frieza and then edit him to make him look like Chilled and everything, and then you'd have to make a new moveset for him. Like they don't want to go through the work of that.
Chilled is basically Frieza but fat.
And smaller.
Oh, you had to. No, he's the same size as the first form, just that you think he's smaller because he's fat. You just have to like edit the model and like bulge it. That's all you do.
Had to change the colors too. It wasn't
Oh,
the same
no.
colors.
Oh,
You poor
colors in
things.
Photoshop.
We're talking about Namco Bandai.
Bitch,
We're talking about
if
Namco
you
Bandai,
have
guys.
time
Damn,
to
I'm
make a
only paying
crappy
$60 for
first-person
this? I
Dragon
don't...
Ball Z.
No, you're only playing 40 for a new copy.
All right, listen, Darren. I just want you to know what you're buying. It's like however much it's gonna be, 60 or 40. This is the only difference between Ultimate Tenkaichi and that. Worse gameplay with the Kinect. Gotta think about that. You're basically playing Dance Central, but you know, it's Dragon Ball Edition.
God!
And only one more other character that's probably not even gonna make.
Hold on. I have to say this. You guys know about Star Wars Connect, right?
Yeah.
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 You know, there's a mini game. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. It's Star Wars Dance Off, which is basically Dance Central
Yes, I
in
saw
Star
it.
Wars.
Like, see, that's kind of one thing. I think that if they were gonna put a DBZ game on the Kinect, they could have a lot of fun with mini games like that, you know.
Yeah.
Where's the dancing for DBZ? You know, shake it.
Well, yeah, like
Yeah, like they had one in Infinite World where you like had to be Vegeta and you had to like train a lot to like your absolute most. Like they can do that for you. Like you'd be punching all the time.
Dude, could you imagine like, the fusion dance and that shit? Like you'd have to do the
yeah, like I don't know.
fusion.
And then you fuck it up. You turn into Veku, and then you have to try again, like in 30 minutes.
You turn into like skinny ass Gogeta. I mean, Gotenks, whatever.
Yeah, or Veku. Veku's the fat one.
But yeah,
Someone asked, what about a Dragon Ball versus Naruto crossover?
it's called a Mugen Fighter. Google it.
They even have Bleach in there sometimes too.
Yeah, really, you can fight
You're
Peter
lucky.
Griffin versus Naruto if you
Or
want.
you could always get the Shonen Jump All Stars
Yeah.
game for the DS. I mean, that
looks
legit.
like a piece of shit.
It doesn't look that
You're a
bad.
bitch. You just mad you can't read Japanese.
Oh, and you're so fluent in the language.
Fuck yeah, what I know this motherfucker. Yeah, what did I just tell you, bitch?
Naruto. Someone just said
You
Naruto.
didn't hear me? Shut the hell up. Boku wa de handle this, bitch.
Something about you being a bitch.
Have you ever seen Gurren
Oh,
Lagann?
I've seen about half of it.
I've seen like a few episodes.
I've seen.
Believe in the me believes in you.
I didn't even get to the part
No,
where
seriously.
Simone was an adult, so.
Dude,
Dude,
it
no,
got
you.
worse at that point. It wasn't even.
Dude, it's good. Where'd you stop? Where'd you stop?
It was right when that blue-haired chick came in, like 2 episodes after that.
Oh, me, yeah.
You should have at least gone to where Simone beats the crap out of the Spiral King.
Yeah, and then like they go off into the
And
sunset.
then you could have stopped because Simone, as an older dude, is basically, "Hey, what's up? I'm Simone the Digger, and I'm copying Kamina in every single fucking way."
Yeah.
I'm gonna even wear his glasses,
No,
and I'm. Gonna
I saw
also
pictures of adult
wear his
Simone,
cape.
and I honestly thought it was fan art because of how I was like, no way did they make him look this much like Kamina, like no way. But oh yeah, and then I found out it was real, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of glad I stopped watching this show.
Do you guys think TFS is trying to revive DB? They're not really trying to revive it. Like
They're
I
just doing it for fun. They're not trying to
Yeah.
revive it. I don't think.
there's even people who like TFS that don't even like Dragon Ball Z.
Like I said just a few minutes ago, the show was done almost 20 years ago. Let it fucking do what it wants to do. I don't think you should be
Yeah,
worrying
if
about.
it's gonna die, then let it die. It's not gonna.
Yeah, it's not like, oh man, but it's so young.
That's like saying you're trying to bring back Yu Yu Hakusho. Though that anime was awesome, it's done.
I mean, I'm not even saying it should end or like make it die, but I'm just saying if no one shows an interest in it, then who gives a fuck? It's done. It's had a good life.
Yeah.
You know.
Some people have the mindset that if DBZ, which is the most popular anime, dies, then every anime is gonna die ever. It's not true. Like there'll be new animes that come out that are gonna probably either be just as good as DBZ or maybe even a little bit better.
Yeah. For example, this generation of teenagers or even kids or whatever, they're growing up with Naruto
That's exactly what I
and
was
stuff
about
like
to
that.
say. You know.
Like it's like in a few years from now, the Naruto will be the younger kids DBZ. Like it's gonna be the same thing. So
They'll probably
Soon it'll
remake
die out, just like
they'll probably remake Naruto shorter
Okay,
for
question.
kids.
What do you guys think will be the next DBZ after Naruto?
we don't know.
that's hard because it hasn't been created
yeah,
yet.
the anime hasn't
You
come
never
out
know.
yet.
You never know. It could be fairy tale.
I could. I honestly
In
think it could.
Japan, it could be. English dub, I don't know.
Fairy Tail
because
is real.
it's
Fairy Tail. For me, I think the scale goes like Naruto, Bleach, and then Fairy Tail for US. I think that's how it goes down.
Some
Okay,
people are
look, the
screaming
thing
One
is-
Piece. Some people are screaming One Piece.
One Piece. Like,
Well,
if
One Piece is
anything,
like
Fairy
500.
Tail.
One Piece is like 500 episodes in, so
That shit is
Yeah.
long.
That shit is long. But Bleach isn't that far behind. But anyway, Fairy Tail. I don't know if it's because they're working on the movie they haven't made another part, or if they're gonna end it there. I hope not. I hope not. And I'm talking about English dub, not Japanese, because Japanese, they're like episode what, 120, 200 maybe.
I don't know. They're not that high up though.
We have 90 people watching right now. Damn.
It's
But-
Not
because
as,
Buying
not as
shit.
much as the last episode, but you know, on StormPows. Yours is 42.
Meh.
Oh wow! So we have like a little over 100.
I think there are probably some people in both that are just like asking the questions on both chat, hoping we'll read them.
That's a possibility.
that's fucking stupid. You have no life. Why are you paying attention to the two things? It's the same thing, damn it.
Except Omega's is probably
They just wanna-
faster than mine.
Yeah, his is faster, but yours.
Not
has
only
more
does he have better
Oh,
internet,
okay.
but Twitch is
You're-
typically faster.
Yours literally just since I said it, yours has gone up 7 viewers, Darren.
Meh.
Omega, how many episodes do you think were in Fairy Tail in Japan?
In Japan,
Yeah.
didn't they like postpone the anime to?
Okay,
work
what
on manga or whatever?
episode do you think we are in Japan?
I don't know, dude.
Guess. Just guess.
200,
No. Close though.
202,
Oh, lower.
128,
A little higher.
136.
141.
Oh, wow, that's it, dude.
Hey, Fairy Tail started what? Last year? Yeah.
That Lucy though.
I don't think it started last year, did it?
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, really? 2009? What the fuck? I guess.
But
In
guys,
Japan.
He had to spend a few years trying to animate Lucy's tits.
damn,
Don't want to fuck up on
Lucy,
those.
you don't want to, knee.
I'm pretty sure right now they're working on the movie. So
Baka and Test is cool. That anime was
Yeah, Baka
pretty
and
cool,
Test
even
is
though
really
the
good.
oh
second-
yeah.
The second season was mad dumb.
Yeah.
The second season was.
Yeah, 100 subscribers. Woo! No, I'm just kidding. 100 watchers.
I was about to say, wait a minute, Kagi.
What happened?
Kind of lost a little over 10K subs
I
there.
was about to ask, like, what happened when YouTube deleted all your inactive subs, Khaki?
I'm like, man, for only having 100 active subs, your shit gets good views.
Yeah. Be like, they all watch it 10 times
Dang.
and, like, favorite it 50. Like, God,
quick, we
I'm
must
gonna
support
like
Kiki.
and favorite this video.
oh, I like this video. And add it.
crazy.
No, Darren, if you're not going to do the King of the Hill, like, full commentary thing, just do it at the end. Like, if you like this video, then add it to your favorites.
You should, like this video and add to your favorites.
Dude, could you imagine though? It's like if I only had 100 subs. They're like, all right, guys, we're doing this for Kage. On the count of 3, as soon as that video is published. 1, 2, 3. F10, go!
Dude.
Somebody says, God, don't let 4 kids get a hold of anything. I got you, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Dude, I don't wanna lie. When I was at Deerfield Beach, I was bored out of my mind one morning. It was Saturday. I turned on the TV. Guess what's on?
Porn.
It's time to duel. I'm like,
How do you get bored at the beach? I would have fucked so many girls, man. I would have chloroformed so many of them.
would think so, but unless you fuck anything that moves,
I do fuck anything that moves.
okay, then it's all you, buddy. You go.
Why? Would they ugly?
They were okay.
It's because if they were ugly, that's even better. Because then the cops won't believe that they got raped. Trust me. No.
Man, he tried to rape me, and he'll be like, yeah, right, bitch, go back.
Imagine if that actually happened.
And then you're like,
It's like you see, officer. Here, it's like, so miss, what happened to you? I was raped. No, seriously, what the fuck happened to you? like they're like chuckling throughout that. They're like,
And then Omega could walk up to the cop and be like, "She tried to rape me," and he'll be like, "You're coming with us, ma'am."
Even though it's pretty much impossible to rape a guy because he's got to be enjoying it at least somewhat. So,
like when Darren is being raped, all you see is that boner pop up, and you hear Greg Ayers go out of nowhere. And it's like, I'm awake.
well, it's so easy. I guess it's not easy to really rape a guy, but I mean, even if we don't find the girl attractive, like touching of the penis will stimulate it no matter what. So like, there's no winning. It's
We are fragile creatures.
No, but could you imagine, like, like that's how it is in Yamato's first time. Like, you see the guys getting close to the girl, he gets a boner, and you just hear Greg Ayers go, "I'm awake." Like he cheers me on, he goes, "Hey, baby," and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Spoiler alert: Greg Ayers is ugly as hell.
Yeah.
So,
Spoiler alert, Greg Ayers.
if his voice was a
Someone
person,
asked-
then it would be like the best person
Yeah,
ever.
Somebody seriously just asked who's Darren.
some fact.
See, piece of shit. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you what.
He came
What
into
are you doing,
Strickland the
Hank
other
Hill?
day, and he was the worst customer ever.
Mr. Strickland, we got a Mr. Darren on the call.
Are you trying to be a specific character?
Now people are.
Because I was like,
Oh,
I
I
would-
was like, that's not Joe Jack. That's
That's
trying to do
BoJack.
I don't even know the characters of King of the
the
Hill.
only people
I
that
just
like
know
work.
Dale and that bald dude who's fucking depressing as fuck.
Bill.
Someone told you to do TFS Piccolo, Kaggy.
What?
Someone told you to do TFS Piccolo.
Can do that? I guess. What's a line from him? Besides dodge.
What's up?
Is that literally a line by Piccolo?
YOLO, do it anyway.
I'm trying to think.
No, do when he's trying to shoot a special beam cannon, like Mecha Special Beam Cannon.
My God! Oh, fucking special beam cannon!
That wasn't bad.
It's better than what I can do.
I'd be like, special beam cannon.
Pew pew.
You charge!
Oh no, say Tunchi in the Piccolo voice, please.
Tunchi?
Tunchi.
Tunchi?
Yeah.
You're whiter than
Say
me.
it in Piccolo voice.
At least
No, seriously, what are you guys saying?
No, say Tunchi.
I'll type it in the
okay,
skit.
it's like tune, like
Please.
tuna guitar, and then it's chi, like Chinese tea. I mean chi, whatever. Tune chi.
What is that? What the hell
It's
is
Lil Wayne.
What is that? What does that...
Tunchi.
That's his nickname.
Tunchi. Like that?
Sure.
Yeah, Toasty.
Tunchi.
Why didn't you dodge?
Why didn't you die?
Well, now we gotta do the opposite. You gotta do Lil Wayne quotes, and you gotta do Piccolo quotes in Lil Wayne voice. Why didn't you dodge?
Who, me?
Yeah, go hot. Why did you dodge? Why did you dodge? Damn, Grandy, you got beaten by a blind nigga.
Two chains.
You got beaten by a blind nigga.
Kaggy.
Zip.
Yeah,
Whale. Oh, no, no, Kaggy.
Okay, Player Hood 102
I was actually about to reply to that guy.
We're gonna have a fucking video up on Respawn sometime. Darren, have you submitted it? Or?
Yeah, I submitted
I
it
don't know.
today. I don't know when the hell it's going up, but probably sometime this week.
Expected some. Oh, this week? Really?
Maybe.
Respawn response that fast?
Yeah, like whenever me or StormPow put shit to Respawn, it gets uploaded pretty quick.
Yeah, especially Austin Struck is all on Darren's dick. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like Dragon Ball Z, but this kid and I could have stopped watching that video.
That's pretty much how it went.
Exact words. That's what he said. He's like, hey,
He called
I'm not
Darren an
a
expert, even though Darren sucks.
Yee.
but I this video and I could stop watching it.
So
It means it sucked so bad that he's like, man, I gotta make fun of this kid. No, I'm kidding. You put them in the coconut and drink them both. Put the
No.
lime in the coconut and drink them both.
No.
Lime in the coconut and drink
No!
fucking don't.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is punch done.
No.
134 people watching right now on Darren.
134 people watching. What to do?
Sonic
what to
Adventure 3. They're all here like, where's Sonic Adventure 3 though? Kagi, can you start dueling StormPow again? That was
Yeah,
funny
we
as
already
hell.
just responded to that guy.
That was like 2 minutes ago.
We handled
I'm
it
here
pretty
because
astutely.
Kagi's
2 Chainz and Champagne. You want true? That's true enough.
I just refreshed the page and it went from, what was it, 130 people we had to 73 people.
I'm DBZ all day and I'm 11. Damn.
Every day.
You weren't even here when it ended. Damn. Like, I can't say that I was, but still.
That's one thing that I hate. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, everyone who tries to say shit like, "Oh my God, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was the best. I missed that." Like, most of the people who say that are 10 years old. They're just trying to act cool and shit. They're trying to go with the bandwagon, and they never
Yeah.
played it.
They're trying to be nostalgic about shit that came out when they were like a fetus.
No, I'm not even a fetus. They weren't even conceived yet.
Yeah.
Their parents were still fetuses by
I mean,
that
I guess
time.
the game
Yeah,
isn't
but-
that old, but still, like, they never played it, but they're all.
You know, like Dragon Ball Z, and you know what you're talking about when you remember playing Dragon Ball: The Legacy of Goku.
Yeah, I got that on the Game Boy when I was like a fetus.
No, I got Legacy of Goku 1 and I didn't like it at all. And then when Legacy of Goku 2 came out, I was like, I ain't buying that.
I still asked for it.
God mode that.
And then Boost Fury came out and was like,
That
I was
God.
still buying
Boost
that.
Everyone
Fury
jumped-
is
I
actually
say
a
everyone.
really good game. Like,
it is.
Yeah,
Kids good
I just want to get through Legacy of Goku 2 so I can play that and then GG.
Dude, would God mode the crap out of Legacy of Goku 1. It would be up, down, left, right, BA.
oh yeah, I think I do remember playing through it just because I wanted to play through it, but I could not beat that game when I was a kid.
What, Legacy of Goku
Yeah,
1?
so I think I had
Yeah,
to God mode it.
Crap.
Yeah. You've already seen how tough Legacy of Goku 2 is Omegas at some points.
Well, that's just because I was just getting used to it. After that, nothing was really tough for me.
You know, the easiest
like-
one has to use Fury because they actually allow you to like level up your strength.
Yeah.
yeah.
When I was a kid, I
Beat the
could.
crap. I didn't know.
Huh?
When I first went through the game, I didn't know that, so I kept playing the game. I got to Janemba, and I was a stupid kid, and we had to leave, right? And I was saving, and as I was saving, I turned it off, and it was at that point that says saving, do not turn off. So my whole game got erased.
That was the biggest YOLO moment of all time.
So then I started playing again, and I figured out if I press start, I could rank up, like I could increase the strength of my Goku stuff. I didn't know that the first time going around. So you can imagine I was in that same crappy strength the whole time.
Budokai 2 was my first DBZ game.
And then that,
Budokai 1 was my
It was
first.
my first,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, when it first came out, too, I got that shit. And I was like,
I got it whenever I got my PS2. We had like the only two games we had for it, I think, were Simpsons Road Rage and Budokai 1.
I love when you're a kid and you're able to do stuff like that. Like you can play all day and everything because you have no
Yeah.
worries. Like now we can't do that. We can't.
yeah,
go
now
there
I'm
all day.
like, now I just sit here, try to play a game. After an hour of playing it, I have to fucking masturbate and stuff. Like,
Yeah, we gotta
Dude.
masturbate. We gotta sleep.
You know what's funny? Like when did Budokai Tenkaichi first came about? We had bought in it, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna play this thing. You know what happens? At that time, when we had bought in the game, a hurricane hit, and I don't know which one it was. I think it was Hurricane Katrina, and we weren't able to play that game for a week.
I played it.
No, because the TV was out and there was no power.
Oh, damn. I was about to say, dude, that sucks for you, man.
And then, like, a Wednesday comes that week, and we're like, man, I'm bored as fuck. And out of nowhere, TVs are back on, but no TV, like just static. And we're like, is this a miracle from God? We plug in the PS2, and we're like, yeah, baby, doom. We just start playing the crap out of that game. That whole
Dude,
day
I remember when Budokai Tenkaichi 1 first came out, I was like, dude, this is so unique and different. Oh my god. When really it was Budokai 3, but you can move around a little more.
I know the first thing we did was, I think it was the What If stories. I don't know. We got basically in one day we beat the crap out of that game. We unlocked most of the characters.
I can guarantee you that when, like, if this does well, this collection, this Budokai 3 collection, everyone next year, if they're making a Budokai Tenkaichi collection, everyone's gonna complain like, oh, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 doesn't look good enough. Like, what the fuck did you expect? It's not like it was the oldest game ever.
It doesn't need a fucking remake in the first place. Just be happy that he did it for you.
The one thing I do feel sad, though you can't change it because, you know, it's a reboot. It's just re-editing textures. Is that there's no online mode in the HD collection.
Thank you. That was my biggest gripe with this whole thing. Like, I don't understand. It shouldn't be that hard, especially if they have an entire year. If you look at the games they put out this year, they both don't require, I'd say, over 5 months of work. Like, all they're doing is, like, just making things look a little better on Budokai 1 and 3. Okay, that's a game, whatever. That doesn't take too long. And then they're putting Connect support for Ultimate Tenkaichi and adding in Bardock. They could have easily made an online mode. I don't understand why.
I don't think DBC Connect has online either. Actually, I remember.
What?
I remember hearing that in like an interview.
Are you kidding?
I'm for real.
Are you fucking? How do you make a next gen game with no online?
I remember.
Oh my fucking
I remember
God.
watching some.
Now nobody really is gonna buy that.
It was like some
seriously.
early ass
fucking-
interview, and the guy was like, "Well, can we expect online support so we can fight with our friends on here?" And he's like, you know, we're not really thinking about
I
it."
think that would do.
He was like, we're only
I
gonna
would-
put it in if people really
Sorry.
want it, and I'm like, well, no one wants this game, period. You know, so
Darren, you're gonna be the only sale Namco Bandai
Dude,
gets.
no. You know what I'm thinking about doing? I'm thinking about buying the Kinect game, right? I don't own a Kinect. I don't even own the new Xbox. I still have the Platinum.
So do I. Oh no, I have the arcade
The-
Xbox.
I have
The white one, yeah.
I have the white one with the Platinum disc cartridge.
Yeah,
But-
Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah.
You know what I plan on doing? I plan on buying Kinect, the Dragon Ball Z Kinect, and I feel like filming myself and literally just smashing the crap out of that box and disc.
do it.
I would literally just waste $60
I was
just
about
for
to
that.
say,
Well,
dude.
you are.
And I would be like, bitch, that's what I think about your motherfucking Dragon Ball Z game. Pah! Just throw the hammer at the floor and walk out.
But you have to
Somebody
destroy it in
says
the most
online-
epic way. Like you have to Kamehameha blast that thing, and you know,
Like,
like send that bitch
Somebody
to
said
Namek.
online.
No, you have to like lift up a volcano and dump it onto the
Yeah.
game.
I'll try to play with that shit. All right. Throw me
Someone-
the disc.
Dude, I'm gonna buy a gun illegally from some guy that lives in a white van down my house. And then I'm just gonna be like, and then my brother's gonna grab the game and I'm gonna be like, pull! He's gonna throw it up and be like, pfft. I'm
gonna
gonna buy like
skeet shoot
20
it.
copies just to do that.
No,
Yeah.
Omega, no.
Oh,
No,
you know
Omega.
what's funny? I could actually have my uncle do that because he's actually he actually knows how to skeet shoot.
No,
It's
Omega. You need to either get the gun or get like a really like big thing like a hammer, and just every time you hit it, you're like 12.
Oh wait, I actually have my sword. Hold on, it's right here actually.
Just be like 12, nigga, 12.
I actually have my sword right here that I could cut that bitch up with. Look at this. Yeah. Hold on, I
Dude.
want to see how that shit.
My sister actually has
Got
like
my-
swords in her. If I ever do a level
Got
with
my
Trunks, I have to
sword,
legit
nigga.
hold a sword.
I'm gonna be like, ooh, 12, nigga, 12. And I'm just gonna slay shit. I'm gonna kill that game like it's never been killed.
And I'm gonna be sitting there, hey
Dude,
guys, so I'm really enjoying this game. Namco Bandai's like, yay!
Now-
that's one person.
UT Online equals Strike Booster spam. That's actually fucking true.
You know, I think that would be the reason people would buy the game now, just so they can break it. And that's gonna be like a meme now. Instead of like the cinnamon challenge, it's okay, let's fight the shit up challenge. Beat the shit out of the motherfucking.
Oh, Omega, someone told you to dress up like Trunks and do it on camera.
Dude, hold on. All right, now I have to look up Trunks attire. See how
Well,
that
all it
shit
is like a
costs.
denim jacket, some blue jeans, you know.
Get
No,
some
I want it to be official. I want to get his hair and earth.
Well, you can get like capsule
some
court patches
cosplay.
on the internet for cheap.
Get some cosplay. Go to
Shut up.
Go to shopcosplay.com. You said.
Yes.
Kagi,
So-
why do you post on Realm but Omega and StormPow post on Respawn? Toasty can tell.
Okay, let's elaborate. Respawn doesn't like me, and they say most of my content is for Realm. That's
Even
why.
though he posts the exact same